Apples have been around for hundreds of years, but today the fruits that you buy on the shelves of the supermarket are bred for looks, for colour and for shelf life. Humans have been breeding crops selectively since the start of agriculture. The process consists in selecting plants with desirable properties and intentionally crossing them to produce offspring with those desired properties. But over time, selectively breeding actually decreases the genetic diversity in the crop. Lack of genetic diversity makes crops more susceptible to disease, which can decimate our fruit trees. So how can we preserve apple biodiversity? Just 10 kilometres north of Dunedin lies one of New Zealand's largest heritage apple orchards. Nestled in the hills north of the city, over 200 apple trees are being grown. Maintained by the New Zealand Tree Crops Association Coastal Otago Branch, the orchard is home to more than 300 varieties of apples. These varieties aren't like the ones you see in the supermarket. Rather, these fruits are heritage apples, historical cultivars from a bygone era, and they had some pretty funny names. How you like them apples? But the fruits from these trees are just a byproduct. We spoke to Tree Crops Association member Peter Rodwell about what the orchard is actually used for.
The orchard is a scion bank or a tree library, and if we can properly catalogue it, it will be able to be used for scientific research, for hopefully growing new varieties with the various disease resistance and various qualities of apples that we particularly want going forward.
A scion bank can be thought of as a living tree library, where they keep these old cultivars around for their genetic diversity. These trees can then be used for a source of scion wood for grafting. This allows us to propagate new apples using traits present in these heritage varieties, such as disease resistance. The New Zealand Tree Crops Association Coastal Otago Branch is working hard to maintain the orchard and identify what heritage varieties they have. After all, the orchard has recently come on hard times.
The branch, because it was getting older, was considering closing.
Current members like Peter Rodwell fought for the orchard and managed to renovate it to what it is today.
Our hope is really that the young people of today will take on this desire to look after this orchard, because we need this orchard to be looked after not for the next 5 years, but for the next 55 years or the next 105 years.
So, next time you're in the supermarket, remember the importance of heritage apples. Who knows, they might need the national treasure that is this orchard one day to save your favourite apple variety.
What do you call two apples next to each other? A pear.
What's with these